Okay, let's see nitric acid. Nitric acid means HNO3 preparation methods. One is a laboratory method is there. The second one is industrial method is there. Industrial method means large quantities of HNO3 can be prepared mainly in industrial methods only. Let's see the first one is laboratory method. In this laboratory method, generally HNO3 can be prepared by sodium nitrate. NaNO3 is treated with H2SO4. H2SO4 at around 423 to 470 kelvins temperature. Okay, then forms NaHSO4, sodium bisulfate, plus HNO3. Nitric acid is prepared. HNO3. That is laboratory method. The second one is industrial method. This industrial method, what is that one name is present like ammonia. Industrial method, Haber process is there. Like for synthesis of HNO3, nitric acid in industrial method, that name is Ostwald process. Ostwald process. Okay, it is very clear. Now, for this, in this Ostwald process, for the preparation of HNO3, three important steps are present. So, the first one is step 1. In this step 1, we are oxidizing ammonia. NH3, oxidation of ammonia. Oxidation of ammonia, NH3 into NO, nitric oxide. Okay, this ammonia is converted into nitric acid. That is called oxidation of ammonia. Let's see that ammonia. This is the key step, man. In this step only we are using catalyst. What is that catalyst we are using? Platinum or rhodium gas or rhodium wire we are used as a catalyst. So in Ostwald process, what is the catalyst we are using? Platinum catalyst we are using. In which step? That is in first step we are using. So that ammonia can be oxidized in the presence of platinum or rhodium gas. And the temperature is around 500 kelvins temperature and 9 bar pressure. Then what happens, man? This is 4 moles and it is 5 moles forms 4 moles of nitric oxide NO plus the remaining is converted into water. Means how much water? Here 4 is over, then remaining 6 H2O. Okay, and this is exothermic process, man. In this process, the delta H is equals to minus 92.3 kelvins temperature. 92.3 kelvins temperature. Okay, so not 92, 90.2 kelvins temperature will be, calories temperature will be released. The delta H is equals to minus 90.2 kilojoules. Energy will be released. Okay. So that is the first step. In the first step, the oxidation of ammonia into nitric oxide. Actually, I said nitric oxide is unstable and immediately it oxidizes. The step 2. In the step 2, what we are doing now? The oxidation of NO into NO2. Nitric oxide is converted into nitrogen dioxide. This NO plus O2 is converted into NO2. NO is converted into NO2. See, we need to balance that 2 moles, then here 2 plus 2, 4 oxygen atoms, then 2 NO2 will forms. Now the next step, the step 3, hydrolysis of NO2 or formation of HNO3. The third step is formation of HNO3, nitric acid. How that HNO3 will form? Let's see the NO2, nitrogen dioxide on hydrolysis forms HNO3. Forms HNO3. So 2 moles you take, then 2 moles of here 3 moles we need to take one. There are 2 moles of HNO3 plus total 3 to the 6 plus 1 7. Already 6 oxygen atoms over and 1 nitrogen and oxygen and NO will forms in this step. This NO is reconvert for the reused or recycled. Convert into NO2, then NO2 is converted into HNO3. So that nitric oxide in the third step, nitric oxide byproduct is forming. That nitric oxide is again recycled by the oxidation, converted into nitrogen dioxide. Again that nitrogen dioxide on hydrolysis we are producing HNO3, nitric acid. So this is the final in the third step we are getting nitric acid. See, in this nitric acid water is present. So aqueous HNO3 is present. That aqueous HNO3 on distillation we are getting 68% by mass of HNO3 formed. 68% by mass of HNO3 we are getting on distillation. Distillation means removing of water. Okay, and again that further. So for getting 98% purity, for getting 98% concentration of HNO3 is formed by dehydration with concentrated H2SO4, because the concentrated H2SO4 acts as a dehydrating agent, and further 68% is converted into 98% concentrated HNO3 by the dehydration of concentrated H2SO4 is known as fractional azeotropic mixture, or distillation of, this is known as distillation of fractional distillation of azeotropic mixture. This is known as fractional distillation of azeotropic mixture. Fractional distillation of azeotropic mixture with concentrated H2SO4, then we are getting 98% pure HNO3 or 98% concentrated HNO3 we are getting. But in laboratory or in our chemistry lab, mainly we are using 68% by mass of HNO3 only, because HNO3 is a strong acid, its concentration is increases, then its reactivity will be increases. That's why in our laboratory, in our chemistry lab or generally in laboratory, HNO3 we are using, that is only 68% by mass of HNO3 only. The remaining is water is present. Okay, students, this is about the preparation methods of HNO3. Next, we'll discuss about the properties of HNO3. Let's see. Properties. So properties also very, very important, ma. First, we'll discuss about that physical properties. Properties, let's see. The first one is physical properties. HNO3 is a liquid, ma. Liquid, colorless liquid. And colorless. So HNO3 is a colorless liquid. Okay, it is very clear. But it has NO2, nitrogen dioxide gas, as impurities. It has NO2 impurities. Then appears as brown color. Appears as a brown color. So sorry, not brown color, yellow color. So whenever NO2 impurities are present, it appears as yellow color. But pure HNO3 is a colorless liquid. If some amount of NO2 dissolved in HNO3 known as fuming HNO3. Fuming nitric acid. What is fuming nitric acid, ma? Some amount of nitrogen dioxide is dissolved in HNO3 is known as fuming nitric acid. Generally, HNO3 is a colorless liquid. If it has NO2 impurities are present, then it appears as a yellow color. Okay, students, let's see the next chemical properties. Chemical properties. The first one is chemical properties are very, very important. The first one is acidic nature. So how can we say that HNO3 is acid? Whenever HNO3 is present in water, forms, we donate H plus ion, then immediately forms H3O plus, hydronium ion, plus NO2 minus. According to acid base concept, the proton donor is acid and proton acceptor is base. That's why it is acid. It is a base. Now for acid it's conjugate base. For base it has conjugate acid. This is a conjugate acid and it is conjugate base. So what is the relation between HNO3 and NO2 minus, NO3 minus nitrate ion? What is the relation, ma? They both are differed by one proton. That's why one proton is excess in HNO3, one proton is less in NO3 minus. That's why both are conjugate acid base pairs. And water H2O and H3O plus ion, hydronium ion. What is the relation? Water is a base and H3O plus ion is a acid or conjugate acid of H2O. Conjugate acid of H2O. Already in first year only we are discussed. Okay, students. So the HNO3 in water, it forms hydronium ion. Hence it has acidic properties. So these properties also we can prove when it reacts with sodium hydroxide. In the presence of sodium hydroxide and HNO3, then what happens from forms sodium nitrate, NaNO3. Sodium nitrate plus water is a base. And the same way, when it reacts with sodium carbonate, Na2CO3 reacts with HNO3. Sodium carbonate also has basic character. Then it forms NaNO3, 2 moles. Then 2 moles of NaNO3 plus CO2 plus H2O. It releases carbon dioxide. Okay, and the second another one is sodium bicarbonate. When react with sodium bicarbonate, then also it liberates carbon dioxide. Forms NaNO3, sodium nitrate plus carbon dioxide plus water. Whenever it reacts with metal oxides are basic character. They forms also metal nitrates. HNO3. Then 2 moles. Calcium is +2. Nitrate ion is mono-negative ion. Then 2 moles of HNO3 is required. Then forms CaNO3 twice. CaNO3 twice plus H2O. Okay, so these are the chemical properties. These chemical properties explains the acidic nature of nitric acid. Acidic nature of nitric acid. Okay, the next important one is decomposition of HNO3. The next property is decomposition of HNO3. HNO3 itself decomposes, forms converted to nitrogen dioxide. NO2 plus 2H2O plus O2. Okay, it releases oxygen gas and releases nitrogen dioxide gas. This is decomposition reactions. Next, reaction with metals. It is very, very important, ma'am. Reaction with metals. We know that HNO3, nitric acid, acts as a strong oxidizing agent. Okay, strong oxidizing agent. Its reactivity depends on nature of metal, comma, concentration of HNO3 and temperature. If concentration is changing, then the products will changes. Or if nature of metals are changing, then the product will changes. Or reduction of HNO3 acts as a strong oxidizing agent, itself undergoes reduction. That reduction product will be changes. So the reduction product of HNO3 is mainly depends on the nature of metal as well as concentration of HNO3 and temperature. But generally HNO3, some of the metals does not react with HNO3. For example, like gold, platinum, aluminum, chromium. Gold, platinum, aluminum, chromium metals does not react with HNO3, does not react with the nitric acid because of Formation of oxide layer. Oxide layer on the surface of metal. On the surface of metal. So due to that, formation of oxide film layer or oxide layer on gold, platinum, aluminum and chromium, these metals does not react with HNO3, does not react with HNO3, but the remaining metals will react, most of the metals will react with HNO3. So the reactivity of metal is depends on the nature of the metal. Means the reactivity of metal with HNO3 depends on its nature. Means the metals are two types. So the metals which are having more electropositive than hydrogen atom, and the metals which are having less electropositive than hydrogen atom. So according to that, they will react with HNO3 in two conditions. One is concentration HNO3, the second one is the dilute HNO3. Let's see both conditions, we'll see. In that case, how the products will form. The first one is the metals having the metals which are more electropositive, more electropositive than hydrogen atom. Like brackets, manganese, zinc, magnesium, silver. Like these are more electropositive. Zinc, iron. These metals are more electropositive than hydrogen atom. In that case, what are the products will form? In this case, as HNO3 is an oxidizing agent. HNO3 acts as oxidizing agent itself, reduce to form nascent hydrogen atoms. So that nascent hydrogen atom reduces HNO3 into reduction product. Okay, see, if concentrated HNO3 forms converted into NO2, this is the reduction product, and diluted HNO3 converted into N2O, nitrous oxide, that is reduction product. See these two conditions. One is concentrated HNO3, in that case the reduction product HNO3 is converted into NO2, and diluted HNO3 we are used, then it is converted into N2O, nitrous oxide. These are the both reduction products. See, in this case, in this reactions, nascent hydrogen atom is forming. Forms. Let's see metal plus HNO3 forms metal nitrate plus nascent hydrogen. This nascent hydrogen reduces HNO3 into reduction product plus H2O. Reduction product plus H2O. So like the reactions are happening. Let's see examples. Zinc reacts with HNO3, concentrated HNO3. So in that case, what happens now? First, zinc nitrate, ZnNO3 twice, plus nascent hydrogen atoms. The 2 moles are required. Next, metal. The first step is metal react with HNO3. Again, the second step is HNO3 using these nascent hydrogen atoms converted into what I said, ma'am. The concentrated medium is reduced into form of NO2, nitrogen dioxide, and water, H2O. See here, 2 oxygen atoms are present, so 2 hydrogen atoms are present. That's why 2 nascent hydrogens. The remaining NO2 and H2O, oxygen atoms are sufficient. Sorry, here HNO3, hydrogen and hydrogen. But this is the equation. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. That above equation, nascent hydrogens, how many are produced? 2 are produced. But here 1 only we are used. That's why this equation I multiplied with 2. This equation, if I multiply with 2, then the overall reaction is zinc Zn plus here 2 moles of HNO3 and here 2 into 1 HNO3 means 4 moles of HNO3. This is concentrated HNO3. Then this nascent hydrogens will cancel, forms Zn NO3 twice plus 2 NO2 plus 2 H2O. This is complete balanced equation, ma. See what I am saying, ma. So whenever the metals are having more electropositive than hydrogen atom, that metals react with HNO3. If that metals reacts with concentrated HNO3, the concentrated HNO3 is converted into NO2, that is reduction product, and in this reaction they forms nascent hydrogen atoms. Okay, that nascent hydrogen atoms reduces HNO3 into NO2, concentrated medium. That nascent hydrogen atoms reduces dilute HNO3 into N2O, dilute HNO3 into N2O. The finally both equations if added, then we will get final equation. But in examination, zinc plus concentrated HNO3, product is zinc nitrate plus what is the byproduct? HNO3 is converted into NO2 gas. If dilute HNO3 is present, means this NO2 plus what will comes? N2O will comes. That is very, very important for objective examination. Okay, let's see in the diluted medium. With the same equation in diluted medium, how to balance? Metal plus HNO3. The first step is common. Forms metal nitrate, means zinc only I am using, zinc nitrate. ZnNO3 twice plus nascent hydrogen atoms. So 2 moles of zinc HNO3, dilute HNO3 I use and produce 2 hydrogen atoms. The next one is that nascent hydrogen atoms reduces HNO3 into N2O. Means 2 moles. Here 1 hydrogen atom, that's for 2 moles. Then NO2. After that, the remaining means is converted into water. Means here 2 hydrogen atoms and 3 oxygen and 1 oxygen atom already over 2. That's for 2 H2O. 2 H2O. But here 2 and 1. That's for 2 nascent hydrogens I used. Then add both. Here 2 nascent hydrogens and 2 nascent hydrogens present. Sorry, man. Oxygen atoms how many are present? 6 oxygen atoms are present. Here 1 is over and remaining 5 oxygen atoms converted into water molecules. 5 H2O. Now hydrogen atoms here 2 is present and here 10 are present. Then I have to write 8. That's why for 8 hydrogen atoms, then I have to multiply it with 8 hydrogen atoms I used, but here 2 only present. Then the above equation I have to multiply it with 4. Then 4 moles of zinc reacts with 4 to the 8, 8 plus 2, 10 moles of HNO3. 10 moles of dilute HNO3. This nascent hydrogen should cancel. Forms 4 moles of zinc nitrate. 4 moles of zinc nitrate plus N2O plus 5H2O. 5H2O. So this is the equation. So in the dilute HNO3, then HNO3 is converted into N2O. Okay, students. Now, when that HNO3 reacts with the metals which are having less electropositive than hydrogen atom, in that case, how the reactions are taking place? Let's see. Less electropositive, like copper, silver, bismuth, mercury. These metals are present. These metals are less electropositive than hydrogen atom. In this case, okay, in these reactions, nascent hydrogen does not form. Nascent hydrogen does not present, but nascent oxygen will form. Nascent oxygen present. See, in this case, first HNO3 is converted into reaction product plus water plus nascent oxygen. Then the metal reacts with nascent oxygen and HNO3 converted into metal nitrate. Metal nitrate plus water. So like that the reactions are taking place in 2 steps. See, the reduction product concentrated HNO3 the reduction product is NO2 and diluted HNO3 the reduction product is NO, nitric oxide. For example, copper. In this case, reaction with copper. And a concentrated HNO3. Let's see the first one, HNO3 converted into NO2, nitrogen dioxide plus H2O plus oxygen. Here 2 moles we need to take, then 2 moles of N2O because H2O is present. Means 2 hydrogen atoms are required. Then 2 NO2. So remaining total 6, 4 plus 1, 5 and 1 nascent oxygen is present. The next one is metal. Metal means here what is the metal? Copper. Copper plus nascent oxygen plus HNO3 is converted into copper nitrate. CuNO3 twice. See here 2 nitrate ions are required, then 2 moles. Then 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atom converted into H2O. Now this equation, these are the concentrated HNO3. So now 1 nascent oxygen here, 1 nascent oxygen is only present. That's why both will cancel. Then the reaction is copper plus 4 moles of HNO3 concentrated. Okay, converted into copper nitrate, Cu NO3 twice plus 2NO2 plus here one water molecule and another two water molecules. This is the reaction. So when the copper reacts with concentrated HNO3, then how many moles of HNO3 is required? 4 moles. Then what is the HNO3 is reduced in the form of NO2. The same way the copper reacts with dilute HNO3, then the reaction, let's see. The dilute HNO3, then the byproduct is reduced in the form of NO, nitric oxide, and water and nascent oxygen. So here 2, then 2 moles of NO will form 2H2O. Total 6, 2 plus 1, 3. Okay, 3 plus 3. 3 nascent